You know, it's just dawned on me regarding these celebrity nonces once they get found out. They all pull the mental health card. Now, when I was a prison officer for 11 years, sometimes I'd have to deal with and process nonces who got imprisoned, sent down from either the magistrates or the Crown Courts, and sat there in a legal room processing them, taking down their details. I can remember the vast majority of them telling me something they never told the courts, and that they need mental health help. Of course, someone in my position at the time, or whoever was doing my job and dealing with these monsters, we couldn't provide them with such services. We just write it down what they said. And I remember a vast majority of them also stating that they hated themselves so much and that they're not right. Of course, this isn't an excuse to abuse vulnerable people, especially kids. And I've often wondered why they didn't say this during their trials. Of course, the answer to that is they all went not guilty, didn't they? Only a ridiculously fringe, tiny minority of these perverts ever went guilty during a court trial because they didn't have a leg to stand on and the evidence pointed towards them, so they had no choice. And the vast majority of them always went not guilty because they thought they'd get away with it. Remember, these people are smart, they think they're smart, and that's the sad end of it. And I think it's the same case when it comes to celebrity wrong-uns. Take Hugh Edwards, for example, only came out as having mental health problems and getting treated for it once he got found out. And then there was Philip Schofield, another one who said the whole ordeal of him being found out affected his mental health. And I think it's our very own George Galloway who summed up these people perfectly when he said in a recent video regarding all this that these celebrity narcissists are nothing more than liars, cowards, cheats and deceivers. I wonder just how long did Philip Schofield believe he could string along his younger lover before it was all blown wide open? And how long would Hugh Edwards carried on swapping illicit photographs with teenagers until he was found out? Would the lad who spent the £35,000 on his crack cocaine addiction have to have died before Hugh Edwards stopped, or would he have just carried on, hoping nobody would notice and know anything, and then possibly move on to someone else? I think we all know the answer to that one. These are narcissistic, powerful, rich men, and they think they can get away with doing stuff like this. That's why they carried on. And I guarantee you folks, Hugh Edwards and Philip Schofield, they won't be the only ones. There will be more. Because think about it, back in the 80s when Philip Schofield was popular, youngsters my age at the time, who'd have thought he'd do something like this? And the same goes to Hugh Edwards, a seemingly respectable, older man who was the voice of the BBC. And every time there was a major event here in Britain, including involving the royal family, it's his voice you heard. Who'd have thought that he was into such sordid stuff? So there we go, liars, cowards, cheats, deceivers, and narcissists, one and all. And there will be more, I promise you. And there we go, that's my video. I hope you like. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next time, Roger Trout.